Our top story tonight, the plane crash yesterday in Beaver Lake that claimed the life of the pilot.
First responders from across the region quickly arrived after the plane crashed in the Montanay area. The NTSB and FAA are both now working to investigate what went wrong with that plane. Now, many are remembering the pilot, 61-year-old Kim Sweet, as a passionate aviator.
5 News reporter Bo Russell is live now at the Arkansas Air and Military Museum. Sweet spent years volunteering and teaching there. Bo.
It's fitting that Kim Sweet spent much of his life working in a place dedicated to aviation history. Those I spoke with today say that Kim Sweet spent his life dedicated to the joys of flying and sharing those joys with others. Now they say he's a part of aviation history too. At the Arkansas Air and Military Museum, Kim Sweet not only shared aviation history, he was a part of it.
Kim Sweet has been involved with this museum before it was a museum.
Sweet loved to fly, and he loved to share the joy of flying even more.
He got a big kick out of teaching in general. He worked with kids down at the museum. He really did enjoy teaching. That was his big deal.
Steve Patton, an aviator who knew Sweet for about 2 decades, would learn from Sweet on a daily basis.
He's probably one of the most proficient pilots I've ever met, certainly one of the best teachers.
Haley Cartwright, executive director of the Arkansas Air and Military Museum, says Sweet's tie to aviation went deeper than just a passion.
His father-in-law was a World War II veteran, and every time he had the chance, he would tell people his story.
Those closest to Sweet say his passing leaves a hole in the aviation community.
He's a true aviation Hall of Famer in Arkansas, and he left a big hole.
But his impact on Arkansas aviation will leave a lasting legacy.
He leaves a legacy of care, of selflessness, of courage, and of a love of aviation that is just going to keep going in the kiddos that we're going to teach here and in the people that he trained over the years.
Patton tells me that friends of Sweet are already planning a celebration of life. The plan right now is to hold that celebration in Sweet's airplane hangar. But Patton says because of all the lives he touched, they're probably going to need more room. Live in Fayetteville, covering news where you live, I'm Bo Russell, 5 News.
He was coming down here. He had a flight student here at 3:30, and the flight student walked up, and I said, uh-oh, something's wrong. Tried to call him, got his voicemail. I knew something was wrong.
And Steve Patton told us Kim was expected at the Springdale Municipal Airport Thursday afternoon for a lesson. He says Kim told him he was planning to test the plane at the Ozark Aerodrome, a small airfield between Rogers and Montanay, before flying it back to Patton's hangar in Springdale to work on it and get it ready to sell.